What we're going to talk about today is translations. Translation is part of transformations. What is a transformation? Is a change of a figure into another figure. The new image is called the image. The new figure is called the image, I'm sorry. We will start with translation. A translation is a transformation in which a figure slides, but it will never ever turn. It's literally gonna go slide. It's either will slide to the right, it can slide to the left, it can slide up, it can slide down. Let's look at it. So if I had, let's say, square, I can take my square and translate it to the right, I can translate it to the left, I can move it this way, that way, any possible way I want. However, the second I rotate it, it's no longer a translation. Let's look at a couple examples. In here, tell whether figure is a translation of the red one, if the blue is a translation of the red one. Well, in here, if I look at number 1, the rectangle did slid to the right, however, it got bigger, so it's not a translation. In here, this is also not a translation, right? It changed its shape. And here what happened? Oh, yeah. It just slid a little bit sideways, correct? So this is a translation because the red figure became the blue and it just kind of went a little bit up. That is all. What you're gonna have to do, you're gonna be given problems that will say translate certain figure, right? And they will tell you how many units and which direction. Let's look at this problem in here. I have a vertices of a triangle, A, B, and C, and it says draw the figure and its image after a translation. And what they want me to translate it is 1 unit left and 2 units up. So my step 1 is to actually plot the triangle onto the coordinate plane. So point A is a -2 and -2. Here's very important for you guys to really truly understand your coordinates. In the middle, where my x and y axes meet, is 0. The horizontal line is my x-axis. The vertical line that goes up and down is the y-axis. If I look at x-axis, and here is a 0 in the middle. To the right, I have positive numbers. To the left is my negative numbers. If I look at y-axis, that goes up and down. In the middle is also a 0. Up are my happy numbers. Those are my positive numbers. And down are my negative numbers. So let's plot this. Let's follow what we know about my number lines. We know that in the alphabet, X comes first, and after X we have the letter Y. So -2 on X, -2 on Y. And I'm starting from 0. So on X, go 2 units to the left, 1, 2. This is my -2 on X. And from here it says go 2 units down because on Y-axis is -2, 1, 2. So my point A lies over here, which is -2 on the x-axis, -2 on the y-axis. That is where those two will meet. So that is my point A. Point B, same thing, x and y. So on x-axis it says stay on 0. Don't go left, don't go right. However, go 2 units up, y-axis, +2. Here is my point B. Point C, x is 3, y is 0. So again, I'm starting in my origin where it's a 0. And I go 3 units to the right because it's +3, 1, 2, 3. and it says don't go up or don't go down on a y-axis, stay where you at. So that is my point C. And this is the triangle they gave me to start with. So let me connect my points, let me connect my dots. And here. There you go. And that's what I have. Triangle A, B, and C. That's the original one. And then I have to translate it 1 unit left and 2 units up. That means take every vertex, every vertex of the triangle A, B, and C and move it 1 unit left and 2 units up. So let's do this, let's go. Let's start with point A. 1 unit left, so from here I go 1 unit left and then 2 units up. 1 and 2. So my point A is right in here now. And we're gonna call it A prime because that is after the first movement. So that's why we're gonna put an A prime so we know it's the new one. B, same thing. 1 unit left, 2 units up. So I go 1 unit left, 2 units up. There's my B prime. C, 1 unit left, 2 units up. There's my C prime. So the new triangle after I translated it is in here. There it is. And I went a little too far on this point, didn't I? Let me shrink it. So the blue one is my translated image. That is the new translated triangle. Now, I would sometimes ask you, and most teachers will, after you translate it, give me the new coordinates. So let's look at them. So A prime, what are the coordinates of A prime? On x-axis, it is on 0. We always start with x, right? Oopsies, no it's not. Shame on me. On x-axis, I went 1, 2, 3 units left, so it's -3. On y-axis, it's 0 because I did not go up or down. See, that tells you right there, even teachers can make a mistake. Now, B prime. It's right in here. On x-axis, I went 1 unit left, so that's -1. And on y-axis, we are on 1, 2, 3, 4. This is number 4 in here, right? And here is -1. So -4 on the y-axis. Point C prime, always start with x, right? So in here, so that's 1, 2, +2. And 2 units up, it's also number 2, +2 on the y-axis. And this is what your teacher most likely will ask you for. Give the new coordinates of the image.